Hello and welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Liz, it's still not your channel, so I'm still doing the intros, alright? Yeah. Alright. Good afternoon, good tea time. I know it's tea time because my stomach's rumbling. Monday the 8th of June, we're just out for a steady hour or so ride, aren't we? Yeah. Just before the TriathlonDan 1 hour zone 2 ride, Liz has made me do another 1 hour zone 2, but there you go. Feeling alright? Yeah, fine. Oh, it's good to be out. It's not really very warm. It's like base layer weather. Liz has got a windproof on, but it's okay. It's dry, isn't it? Well done, Liz. Cheers. Got a quick story for you. One of the kind members of Team Icarus gave Liz some cycling kit the other day. Liz wanted to know why the zip was off centre. It's a Rafa Yeah,
I'm very grateful, thank you.
Monday evening, Liz is still here. We're doing the group ride now. Thanks to all those that have come out for the Monday night zone 2. Awesome to see so many people. I have had to employ Liz as the typer because I can't work out and breathe and type and everything else, so thanks, Liz. So you've been talking to her tonight if you're on the ride. Good evening, Tuesday evening, just wrapping up tonight's session. Similar weather to last week, nice Monday, Tuesday, and then a pants the rest of the week, so I juggle my sessions around. Coach James probably hates me, but I just wanted to get out tonight, make the most of the sunshine, so I've done just over an hour, 5 blocks of like little 3-minute steps from bottom of zone 2 up to mid-tempo, so nothing really too hard, but still a decent workout. What news we had the last couple of days? Yesterday, cycling time trials, that's the national governing body for time trials in the UK, have extended their ban until mid-July, but then it is looking promising, so that means that a 50-mile time trial and a 100-mile time trial that I'd entered are cancelled. And then today we've had the news that Ironman Wales is cancelled, so I know we've expected it for a while, but it just really hits home when it's confirmed, doesn't it? So obviously upset and whatever else, but they transfer the entrance to next year, no other options, just transfer to next year. It's quite interesting. So I'm trying to move the accommodation to next year, but the owners aren't being too playful just yet, I don't think, but whatever. Anyway, great start to the week. Good evening, Wednesday evening. Firstly, somebody messaged me, shout out, you know who you are, to tell me that I need to up my headband game and get some different colours. Well, guess who received a packet of about 12 different colours today? Yeah, your boy TriathlonDan, so I expect some different colours in the house. Tonight's session is one that scared me, to be honest. When I looked at it on the plan, I'm like, ah! Not because it's that hard, just because of the words TT position. So it's a 5-minute warm-up, 10 minutes zone 2, and 2 times 10 minutes at sort of 95% of threshold in TT position. So for me, that's 365 watts. And I know that's going to be super hard, so I'm going to have to just do it, aren't I? What can I do? Just do it. I listened to an old Alistair Brownlee interview the other day, and he said that one of his old coaches told him a quote to motivate him was that, what was it? This works better when I know the quote, doesn't it? You've got to believe you can win the race, but only by a stride. I think that's really good, isn't it? Yeah, I enjoy that. Got to believe you can win, but only by a stride. So, in my mind, I can win the race, but only by a stride, so I've still got to keep working. Here we go. Effort number 1 done. James, why is there only 5 minutes recovery in between them? No, that was okay. But let's see how our second one goes before I give it really big balls, saying it was alright. Ooh. Do you know what? That was alright. That was hard, but it wasn't too hard. Now, I'm conducting several trials over the next few weeks of nutrition. I tend to always stick to the same thing, and it's not always worked for me, so I'm going to take the opportunity of lockdown and no events to actually test a few things. So last week, I did a bike session, then did a short run session with Liz, and I struggled on the run spin. I felt a bit empty, so I'd done 2 hours there, I suppose. So I'm going to have a gel before we go out for a run now. It's just an SIS isotonic orange gel, so see how we go. I always steer away from gels in training because I think, oh, I'll save it for race day, but actually I should use it, shouldn't I? So here we go. If the numbers and stuff tickle your fancy, I tend to put all my power numbers and heart rate on Strava, link down below. Mainly because I always forget what they are and get mixed up, and it's just data on Strava, isn't it? So you just read it. Less chance of me getting it wrong. Well done, Liz.
Thanks for that.
What was the session?
3 200 metre efforts, 2 400 metres, 3 200 metres.
You did 300 one at the end.
No, you didn't. I was watching you.
Yeah, good session. I had a good session, really. How about you?
Yeah.
Good.
Feel much better now. It's done. I was in a bad mood before.
Yeah, we didn't show you that bit, did we? See you later. Good evening. What is up? It is Friday evening. I had a complete rest day yesterday. Good for the body, good for the mind. I'm now on the what bike? It's Friday evening, as I've just said. Doing a 5-minute warm-up, 5-minute zone 2, and then it's basically 3 tempo efforts in TT position. 12 minutes, 10 minutes, and 8 minutes off of 5 minutes recovery at 300 watts. So it shouldn't be too hard, but it should be enough to get me breathing and get me working and trying to get better at putting the power out in TT position. And then off the bike, trying to drag Liz out of the house for a bit of a tempo run session, but we'll cross that bridge later. Session done and dusted, time for a run. Come on Liz, get ready. What are you messing around at? No you're not, come on.
Yeah.
Come on Liz. Psyched up. Right, 8 minutes, 6 minutes, 4 minutes tempo off of 2 minutes jog recovery. I'm looking forward to this because I'll tell you why, whether you like it or not.
Are you doing this session as well, or just running with me?
Yeah, I'm doing it at my pace though, which is like rapid. It's not. Anyway, for the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've only been running steady with Liz, no offence, but it is steady, or doing really short, sharp efforts. I haven't ran in that middle zone where it's like...
No offence, but I haven't been running steady.
Alright, well, same. Anyway, I haven't run that middle zone, sort of like, you know, normal running or like tempo running, so I'm excited to see how it feels. Now, it's probably going to be hard, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. See when we get back, so I'm not carrying this camera. Liz, when you're ready, if you want to tell us about your session, that'd be great.
Oh, hang on, I've just...
Fine, I'll tell you about mine then. So, yeah, the efforts were great, to be honest. It felt 10 out of 10, considering I just got off the bike. All 3 of them were just over 6 minute mileage, so like 6:02 or something like that, which is for me probably a little bit faster than 5k pace, so pretty happy. How are you?
Mine were 8:19 for 8 minutes, 8:17 for 6 minutes, 8:22 for 4 minutes.
Minute per mile pace, that's good, isn't it?
Again,
And
I'm happy with that.
that's pretty much a 5k pace, isn't it, ish?
At the minute.
Whoa, big talk. See you later. Good morning, happy Saturday. Not sure how happy it is though. This morning's session, now it is good weather outside, but again, just choosing to train indoors just to hit those specific numbers and get in TT position without worrying about getting wiped out on the road. So 15-minute warm-up, 12 minutes at 95%, so at top end of sweet spot. And then I'm supposed to be doing 25 minutes at top end zone 2 in between, so we're doing 2 12-minute sweet spot efforts. I finished the first one about 5 minutes ago. I'm still blowing like a good one, God. So I'm just sat at the real bottom end zone 2, just trying to recover a bit, and then I'll try and press on towards the end of it. That 12 minutes was hard, so the next one's going to be harder, but we'll see how we go. I suppose I've got tired legs from yesterday, but it's only 24 minutes in total. Come on, how hard can it be? I've got 7 minutes for the next effort, and I'm genuinely scared. I feel like I'm right fly. She is. I'm flagging. I had to send an emergency text to Liz. Thank you. I'm going to take a gel or 2, just try and get some energy in the system, because I'm just reflecting on that statement from earlier in the week, motivational quote. I've got to believe you can win, but only by a stride. So, believe I can win. I've got to get this next effort done. I'm nowhere near top end zone 2 in this middle bit, but there you go. Oh, that was disgusting. I fell to bits on it, both physically and sort of form wise. I dropped 2 gels about 5 minutes before the effort, but I still didn't resurrect me. Yeah, my form fell to pieces. I was trying to fight, the gear, like my cadence was way too low, but I'm just thinking, I'll just get on top of it, and that lasted for minutes and minutes. So yeah, I did finish the 12 minutes, I was happy with that, but I wasn't much over 300 watts, I don't think, so probably about 315, 320. I'll put the laps on screen now, but the first one was bob on the money, about 365, so a big drop off. Why did I grind through it and finish it out? Well, first of all, because of this vlog, so thank you very much guys, genuinely. It really motivates me to actually finish the session because I know I'm putting it on camera. But secondly, just gathering the data. I can see where I fell to bits, how bad it fell to bits. So next time, obviously Coach James at Rideharder will adapt that session, please, to give me more chance of, completing it. But maybe I'm just tired from yesterday's workouts, who knows, but just gathering that data is really important. So yeah, for me now, that is a big plus points, having a coach. Normally I just blame myself now, whereas now I can sort of blame him, but actually look to him for James for a bit of reassurance and a bit of guidance. So if you're looking for a coach, James at Rideharder is your guy. I'll leave his details down below. No commission, etc. Just genuinely, I'm really enjoying this journey so far, and hopefully this will lead to a lot of improvements. There we go, just done 10 minutes, warm down. I'm going to call the session there. I should be doing another 25 minutes at top end of zone 2, but I'm struggling to even push 200 watts, which is the bottom of zone 2 for me. So what I am going to do is wash these, because I thought it was sweat, but upon closer inspection, that's actually mould. That's disgusting. See you later. Good afternoon, Saturday afternoon. There's no rest for the wicked, is there? Liz has now dragged me out on a run. Before this run, Liz has been out for a bike ride. For how long?
Yep, just under an hour.
Just an hour's ride. Solid stuff. I wish I'd gone with her, to be honest, rather than doing that grim turbo session, but So we're halfway around, done about 4.5 miles. The route is about 9 and a bit, but we're only out to do 9 miles. And Liz, what's happening when you get to 9 miles?
I'm walking.
You told me several times you're not going a step further, are you? So yeah, we're in a popular place. We seem to stop here every time to have like a little vlog session, don't we? And I think it's popular for the locals as well, because a few weeks ago there was a couple pulled up in a car doing some things that I wasn't allowed to vlog. I don't know why, but anyway, onwards to the rest of the run. Liz, don't leave me hanging.
Thanks.
That was tough, wasn't it?
really hard.
So hot, it's just like running in the energy lab in Kona. Not quite, but there you go. Good morning, Sunday morning, out for a long ride today. Liz is doing her own little ride. Liz, how far are you going?
Only about 25 miles.
25 miles in Derbyshire, nice little hilly loop. I'm going a bit longer. It might look like I'm going bike packing, and really, I suppose I'm testing the kit for bike packing, but I'm not camping overnight, I promise you that. So I'll see you in the hills. So long-time viewers of the channel will know that in 2018 I did the Haute Route Alps, incredible event, not cheap, a lot of time off work, etc. and training. So I haven't done another Haute Route event since. Ironman tends to drain you of all finances and time, as a lot of you probably know. So Haute Route put on a challenge this weekend where if you climb 3,300 metres in one ride, they'll put you into a draw for a 3-day event next year. Now, that was enough of a carrot. There's probably thousands of people doing it, but just an excuse to get out for a big ride, isn't it? And I could have just done what, 3 or 4 reps of the Alp on the Alpe d'Huez on Watopia, whatever it is. But where's the fun in that? This is the real challenge. So yeah, I'm out for a ride today. I think that's about just under 11,000 feet. So it should be a big day out. Oh, so I'm 2 hours in, I'm just gonna stop and have a sandwich. I want to get this done swiftly, but or swiftly as possible. But it's not a race, is it? So I'm just stopping and having a minute. What have I done? 32.2 miles, 2 hours and 2 minutes, 3,300 feet of climbing. So I'm about, what, a third of the way there? Morning. Yeah. About a third of the way there, so yeah, a long way to go. I should have been doing this weekend, another reason why I was sort of doing this sort of ride, I should have been doing an event called the Pure Peak Grit. I talked about it a little while ago. It's essentially 400 miles, 45,000 feet around the Peak District as fast as you can. So, well, not as fast as you can, but if you want to do it as fast as you can do. Anyway, I suppose for this weekend, clearly not because of coronavirus. So anyway, I'll just talk you through briefly what my spec setup is. So I've got 2 bottles on the back, 2 bottles in the middle. And we can actually, oh my God, that's a huge spider. We can stop at shops and stuff now in the UK, but just being socially responsible and whatever else, just trying to carry as much fluid as I can. I'm also, it's all full of Tailwind nutrition, so it's all calories in there. I've got a little banana in there. I've already had another banana. That got devoured a while ago. Then in my saddle bag, frame bag, I've got mainly, well, 3 tubes, various food, sandwiches, sweets. Basically, I just thought, you know what, if worst case scenario, if this goes really wrong, I've got enough food on me to hopefully get me home. So yeah, anyway, have a quick sandwich and then get back on the road. Now, I'm not saying that the sandwiches I made are the best sandwiches ever in existence, but somebody liked the smell of them, didn't you? You like the smell of them? Yeah. Man, this bike is heavy and this is getting hard, but it doesn't matter when it's this beautiful. Wow. I'm just trying to drink as much as I can before Winner's Pass so I can get rid of some of the weight. That up there is Winner's. Let's get in the, yep, in the little ring. So it gets so steep I can't even hold a camera. I'll be in first gear, really grinding to get up because, well, this bike's heavy, I'm heavy, it's a big hill. Any more excuses? I'm tired, it's a long way, it's hot. Anyway, God. Anyway, let's get cracking. Steep bit still to come around the corner, but this is doing me in. Oh my God. $340 watts just to move. Oh my God. Oh man, that was not easy. For the last 5 minutes, just out the saddle in first gear, grinding. Liz said to me last night, does it not scare you looking at climbs like that? I was like, no. Actually, yes. Oh man. If you get the chance to ride in the Peak District, take it. I was annoyed that we didn't get to go to Mallorca this spring, but do you know what? We'll make the most of a bad situation. Not bad at all. Two miles down, about 60 something to go. I've done 5,500 feet, so that's halfway elevation wise, but not quite halfway distance wise. What's this nutcase doing? Oh my God. Well, they probably think the same thing about me. Have you seen a better lunch spot than this? Yes, I've got another sandwich, don't worry. Made plenty. I've probably got about 5 hours of footage, but this is awesome. 3 hours and 46 minutes in, just done 6,000 feet, about halfway distance wise as well, so it's beginning to bite, but this is the highest point on the route. So although I've still got 5,000 feet to climb, there is more downhill than there is uphill. I think that's how I motivate myself anyway. My God, I wouldn't be surprised if I just hit a new max speed on the bike. Coming down the road into Blackshaw Moor, if anyone knows it. Wow, it was steep, wide, long. Oh, it was well, I was on the aero bars at first, and then I started getting a bit of speed wobble. I was like, oh no. Put my hands on the drops. I didn't dare touch the brakes in case it wobbled me around. I had a goose pimple, so it was that fast. Can't wait to look at the Strava stats. So here's a question for you. Is this weird? I just stopped at the side of the road for a wee, middle of nowhere, as you do. A bloke on a mountain bike pulled up behind me as I was weeing. I finished, walked back over to my bike, I was getting back on my bike. He then started having a wee exactly what I had. As if I'd set up some sort of like unofficial gents toilet. What? Oh, it's starting to sting now. 4.5 hours in, 68 miles, 7,500 feet of climbing. Still got 3.5. No, don't worry about it. That's fine. Still got 3,500 feet of climbing to do. If my maths are correct, and probably not, I've got about 3 hours left. So it's going to be hard. I'm not really trained for like this sort of endurance. Yes, I do a lot on the bike, but it's all like an hour and a half, isn't it? Different ball game. But it's looking good. Apart from over there, it looks like it's raining. It's forecast rain from about 3 PM, so better get a wiggle on. Just over 5 hours in, 76.9 miles, so 38 to go. We're climbing on 8,800 feet of climbing. Don't know what else to say. Having the last sort of feed stop now. I think I've got about a couple of hours left, so I'm going to try and eat as much as I can really. I've got 2 bottles of fluid left, so it should be fine to get home as well. So it's not very often, if ever at all, that I take any life advice or cycling advice from my father. However, on this occasion, I'm going to. He refuses to pedal over 20 miles an hour because what's the point? I can completely understand now. Just over 6.5 hours in, 100 miles, 10,000 feet of climbing. Whew, I've never worked so hard for a 15.5 mile an hour average. So 15 miles to go. Hopefully it gives me the 800 feet that I'm needed. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do some hill reps at the end to get it to just over 10,800 feet. And that is it. So I feel okay. I mean, I'm knackered, but I don't feel like I'm gonna collapse, so I'm just gonna tap it out. Done and dusted. Felt okay to the end, to be honest. 7.5 hours, 117 miles, 11,500 feet of climbing. Training stress score of, I don't know, a lot, 252. Normalised power, 227 watts. That is it. That is the end of this week's training. Believe it or not, there's nothing else happening today other than eating ice cream. Thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you next week.